Okay guys, so in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to cut this double umbrella skirt or a double circle skirt. So you can see from the picture above, so you can see that is what we are going to learn how to do today. This is a very simple and easy tutorial, so let's just get started. Okay guys, so these are the fabric that I'm going to be making use of for today's tutorial. This is a damask fabric and I have about 4 yards of the fabric here for our double circle skirt, and then this is my lining to correspond with it. So the two basic measurements I'm going to need for this kind of skirt is just two major basic measurement, which is the length and the waist. So the length of the skirt is 24 and then the waist of our skirt is 26. So this 26 now, what I'm going to do with 26, because I'm going to add a zip to it. If you are using elastic, you don't need to add anything. Just use your exact waist measurement and work with it. But because I'm going to add a zip allowance to the back, I'm going to add 2 inches to this measurement. That's plus zip allowance. So at the end of the day, I'm going to have 28 inches. So this 28, I'm just going to divide this 28 inches into 2. And at the end of the day, I'm going to have 14 inches. Okay, so this 14 inches, now I'm going to cut out 2 flay using this measurement. So I'm going to show you how we're going to do it on our tape. It is a very simple process, okay? So now let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to fold my fabric and then to cut it out. So I'll show you as I fold. When after folding, I'll show you. Okay guys, so you can see my fabric. So we're going to start now. So like I said, we're cutting out cutting out double flay. So we'll cut one out first. So you can see my fabric is folded into 4. Okay, so and you know that the length of the skirt that I'm cutting is 24 inches. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I've folded my fabric and then the length that I'm using, I used about 26 inches, okay? So because I'm going to cut out a piece from that top part. So the next thing that I'm going to do now, I'm going to take my 14 inches. This is my 14 inches. My fabric is folded into 4. I have 14 like this. That's for one part of my waist. So I'm not going to place 14 like this and cut because my fabric is folded into 4. So the simple and easy thing that I'm going to do, I'm just going to divide this 14 like this now into 4. So when I do that, I'm going to have about 3.5. So that 3.5, I'll come to this top part of my flame, sorry, of my folded fabric. Let me zoom it close. And then I'm going to place it here like this. It's a very simple process. I'll just mark. I'm trying to get out 3.5 inches from this top point like this, okay? So you can see I've gotten it already. It's simple. I'll just mark it like this already. I've marked that, and then the next thing, I'm going to mark out the length of my skirt. So I'll mark my 24 inches. So you can see I have my 24 there, and then I'm going to keep marking it round. Let me check my. So I'm just going to keep marking it round like that. So once I'm done, I'm going to cut that out right now. So I'll finish cutting. So guys, if you notice I did not add any allowance to it. Why I did not do that is because I'm going to get my allowance from my band. So I'm going to add a band of about 2 inches to it. So when I add the band, I can now have an extra inches to fold the down part of my skirt. Actually, I'm not going to fold it. I'm going to line it. I'll give it. Okay, so after cutting, this is how it will look like. So this is one. So I'm going to cut out a second one exactly like this. I'll place this and then cut out the second one. So this is the second one. I've cut out the second one. So I'm going to cut this open now, and then I'll cut open the second one also. And then, so these are my lining. So I've cut my lining. So the next thing now, I'm not going to open the top part of my lining. So for this skirt now, then I'm not going to open the side also. The next thing, I'm going to place it on the lining, and then I'll sew it round. So you can see, so I'm going to place them together like this, and then sew it round on the outside round, and then turn it out. I'm sewing them separately, and then I'll come back and show you before we open it on the side. So it is very big, so I don't want to join them together. Okay guys, so after joining my fabric and my lining, this is how it looks like. You can see it really looks like an umbrella skirt. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to open, just take one part of my skirt, and then I'll open this up, and then open the lining, and then I'll go and stitch it. Sorry, I'll go and iron, turn it out like this, and then I'll go and iron it properly, and then show you how to join them together. Okay guys, so I finished ironing them, so you can see how it looks like. So like I said, I joined them separately, the half circle. So the next thing now, so you can see, so the next thing now, we're going to join them together. You can do this in two ways. You can decide to join the fabric together and then join the lining together and then use it to turn it. You can also do that, but this one is a more easier method because you know the fabric is very bulky. So here's what you will do. You pick a piece like this, and then you turn it like this. You understand? So we'll take it like this, the fabric to fabric, and then the lining to lining, and then we'll stitch this like this to the end, and then stitch this one also to the end. So I'll do that now and then come back and show you how it looks like. Okay guys, so at the end of the day, you can see how it looks like. So this is how the inside looks like. It looks really good, and then I'll show you guys on this front so you can see how it looks like. So I'm going to place it on the mannequin now for you to see how our umbrella skirt or our double circle skirt looks like. I'm so loving it. Oh, God. Okay guys, so you can see how full our umbrella skirt looks like. It really came out really fine and pretty. You can see because of the nature of the fabric, it's standing really fine. You don't need to plait it, but it's standing on its own. So it really came out fine. So thank you.